With the summer and the warmer weather fast approaching, it's time to get those white sneakers out. I love white sneakers because they're really versatile, they're really easy to style, and there's so many good options to choose from. So for this week's video, I thought I would run through my top white sneakers for the summer. I think there's going to be something for everyone on this list. Well, I hope there's going to be something for everyone on this list. But if I miss out your favourites, let me know what they are down in the comments. As always, a free way to support the channel is to leave a like if you enjoy the video. But now that's all out of the way, let's get into the first shoe. If you've been following the channel for a while, then you're definitely not going to be surprised with this first shoe. But it's the Converse Chuck Taylor 70 in the low or the high. I couldn't choose which one. I personally like these shoes in an off-white colorway, or the parchment colorway as they're better known, but they do come in a pure white too. These shoes go with anything in my opinion, and it doesn't matter what style you're into, I think they work well with any style. These are a classic shoe, they're a timeless sneaker, so they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon, so they're a perfect option to have in your rotation. The next shoe we have is the Nike Low Top Blazer Vintage Sneakers. I used to work at a shoe shop here in the UK about 10 years ago, and people went crazy for these shoes, and for good reason too. They're a great shoe, and they've made a comeback in recent years. They have a clean and minimal design, especially the non-vintage version, and that's why they're such an easy shoe to work with. And I think they're a great affordable alternative to the Common Project's Achilles Low. I prefer the vintage version of this shoe because the additional details the vintage model has takes the shoe to the next level in my opinion. The vintage model has exposed foam on the tongue, and it also has suede details around the side of the shoe and at the front of the shoe. But vintage model or non-vintage model, they're a great shoe and they're going to be perfect for the summer. Next up, we've got a pair of sneakers from Filling Pieces. I've been wanting to pick up a pair of sneakers from Filling Pieces for years and years, and this is a pair that I absolutely love. The Mondo Vulcan sneaker. No, they are not some sort of Star Trek shoe or space shoe, although they are out of this world. Oh dear. Oh dear. Moving on. Anyway, these are a new take of their classic Mondo sneaker, but I definitely prefer the silhouette of this newer model. They have a really simple and sleek design, and they're a really easy style to work with. They do come in on the more expensive side at £193, but they are made of premium materials and they are going to last you a long time. These shoes look beautiful in my opinion, and sometimes it is worth paying that bit more to get the shoe that you want. But if you don't really want these shoes, then don't worry, let's move on to the next shoe. Next on the list, we've got the Nike Daybreak Type. These are a great casual and comfortable shoe that are going to be perfect for the summer months. Because of their lightweight construction and their mesh upper, it makes the shoe a lot more breathable and perfect for the warmer weather because it's going to keep your feet cooler. So if you like a more sporty looking shoe that's easy to wear and easy to style, then this is probably going to be the shoe for you. Next up, we've got the Reebok Club C sneaker. This is a really comfortable shoe with a retro look, and it goes great with casual outfits. I like the off-white colorway in the shoe, and that's why I picked the vintage version in this shoe, but they do have the pure white version too. You can't really go wrong with these. They work with baggy fits, crop trousers, shorts, loungewear, and they look great beaten up as well. So you're going to get a lot of wear out of these shoes, so they're great to have in your rotation. The next pair of sneakers we have on the list are a classic shoe, and some of you might be a bit bored of seeing them by now, but that is the Nike, or the Nike, however you want to say it, Air Force One. The Nike or the Nike Air Force Ones are a great shoe to have in your rotation because it doesn't matter what style you're into, it works well with any style. There's a reason why these shoes are so popular, is because they look great and they go with pretty much anything. They've got a load of different variations of this shoe, although my personal favourite is the all-white version because I just think they look the cleanest. But whichever version you go for, you can't really go wrong. Next up, we've got a pair of shoes by Common Projects, and they are the B-Ball Lows. Even though these shoes do cost an absolute fortune, they do last for years. I've had mine for over 3 years, and they still look in really good condition, so you do kind of get your money's worth. Although they definitely should reduce the price on these. The silhouette reminds me of a more sleek and streamlined version of the Nike Air Force One, so if the Air Force Ones are a bit too bulky for you and you don't mind spending this much on a shoe, then these are going to be a good option for you. Next on the list, we've got the Maison Margiela replicas. I must admit, I used to absolutely hate these shoes. I used to think they looked so ugly, but over time, they've grown on me more and more, and now it's got to that point where I absolutely love them. These shoes are made really well, and they're going to last you for years and years. They also look great when beaten up too, but they do cost a small fortune. They come in at around £325, which is a ridiculous amount of money for a pair of shoes. However, they are Margiela shoes, they are good quality, they're made of premium materials, and you are going to get a lot of wear out of them, so you've just got to weigh up if they're worth it to you. These are a pair of shoes that you can grow with as well. They look great on anyone at any age, and they're so easy to work with. If you love the 80s or you miss the 80s in general, then this next pair of shoes are for you, and they are the Adidas Continental 80. These shoes have been around for years now, you still see them a lot to this day, so they really have stood the test of time, and I'm still not bored of seeing them. This shoe works well with most looks like every other shoe on this list, but my personal favourite way of styling these is with more relaxed looks or more baggy looks. So if you're looking for a shoe that's a bit of a hybrid of a sports shoe and a casual lifestyle shoe, then this is definitely a great option to go for. And last but not least, I couldn't leave these shoes off the list. You always see them in the summer and they are a classic, and that is the Vans Authentic. This is one of the main shoes that I think of when I think of summer, and I think it's because of their canvas upper. It makes the shoe a lot more breathable and easy to wear in the summer. Vans Authentic, like Converse, are one of the easiest shoes to style. They just go with pretty much anything. They're a popular shoe for good reason, they've been knocking around for ages, they're not going to go out of style anytime soon, they're affordable, they're great to have in your rotation. So that is my list of sneakers for the summer months. If you want to know how to keep your white sneakers clean, then I've got a video already on the channel that teaches you how to do that. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you next week for another video. See ya!